Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers, and we're continuing our playthrough of Okami!
Okay, backflip to wake up.
Okami Twilight Princess, apparently, given this dungeon.
Did Link ever do a backflip to wake up?
Maybe.
Horn.
He could do backflips, so...
He could.
Oh, come on!
It's because me and Ammy are on the same wavelength of being alcoholics.
Both crave vodka. It's a bit strange to have the scrolls here. You'd think all the enemies would just be, you know, more like actual...
Potato! Or is that cheese?
I'm a little bit worried that you get the two mixed up, but...
Well, it looks like a potato there, but it looks
no,
like...
as in, like, anyone illustrating it.
Oh. Ate an entire gourd.
So, for today's tea I've got with me... Oh, that one's a blue one. You can also hit those blue things on the walls. I think they're spawn points.
Oh, no, I think they're to flee.
Oh. Yeah, so for today's tea I've got with me, I've got pure ginger tea. It's a herbal tea. Brew time is 5 minutes and the brand is Wittard. You'll be unsurprised that this tea consists of ginger. It's a smooth flavoured ginger tea that offered in its purest form, which is somehow also a fiery beverage. This can be complemented with citrus or honey, but I'm having it pure today, so pure ginger.
Fair.
And I'll wait a bit for it to cool down to actually drink any of it.
Captain. It's a captain. Captain. And again. Give me a teeth.
I mean, yeah, literally, the ingredients on the back of this thing just says gingembry.
Gingembry?
No, sorry, that's in a different language. Ingredients, ginger. That is literally, it's just ginger.
Amazing.
So that's going to be interesting to see how I deal with a... I wonder if this is less ginger than what Kiris did for me when he added ginger into my ginger tea.
Oh, yeah.
But that was a lemon honey and
we can make bridges, can't we?
Yes. It's still annoying. There was something I was going to say that I know I didn't write down on the list, but I was going to... Well, I stopped myself. I was like, wait, I better save that for the recording. After all, I was about to return to it, you know, whilst I was making the tea just now.
Yeah.
And now it's completely slipped my mind.
Made.
So I guess back to the stuff that's on my list thing here until I remember that thing probably as we end our recording session. Because that's usually how it goes.
Yep. Always how it goes. No, I went past the save point.
So I've finally gone around to playing some of the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp.
Piku.
Specifically just the one part, because you have to... I was told that you could actually access 1 or 2 at any point, but no, it seems to be that you have to do the first game's campaign, then you can access number 2, which obviously makes sense, but...
Well, this looks ominous.
Or poorly lit. Take your pick. With poor house planning.
Well, I'm assuming I just break all of these.
Yeah. Yeah, like I finally got around to doing the playing some Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. It is on the poll I've currently got up on YouTube as one of the 4 potential game choices for me to include as my raffle pick, because I had so many that I thought should be considered. But it's along there along with Kirby Kirby Mouse Attack, aka Kirby Squeak Squad, Nihilumbra, and Senran Kagura Peach Ball.
Yeah.
So, but obviously I was going to play the game in my own time for a bit. I did buy it afterwards for that purpose. And support, you know, the fact that it's a lesser known Nintendo franchise, which actually got received a physical release. Like, I was wanting to get Famicom Detective Club, but no physical release, and for 50 quid, that's a bit much. Yeah, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. People weren't kidding when they said that you're going to be thinking of Ash Ketchum the entire time you hear Andy speak, because the voice is just Ash Ketchum.
Amazing.
It is funny. I'm pretty sure it's... I can definitely tell some of the similarity, but I do think he's improved a lot. It's funny to think that I believe that Max's voice in the game is actually that of Aaron Hansworth.
Interesting. Oh yeah, I think Aaron and Sung Wong.
Yeah, Songwong, I
I
believe.
hope I'm saying that right. I know he's done entire videos about how to pronounce it.
ProZD. Yeah, I know he's. But I've seen a lot more things with ProZD doing a voice acting in a game sort of thing. This is the first one I think I've picked up where Aaron voices a character.
Yeah.
I know he's done it before, but
yeah.
Usually that's games he's been, like Kickstart back and ended up getting involved with. But don't think I've encountered any of the ProZD characters yet. I know one of them's the main grunt from the sort of like big strong guy from Advance Wars 2.
Yeah.
So obviously I haven't gone to that point yet. I'm still in Advance Wars 1 thing. I was feeling really proud of myself because I was like, I've been playing for the game so I'm getting only S's and A's and doing really well, not having much issue. I'm like, wow, I'm much better at this game than I thought. I guess I've aged since then.
Yeah.
Maybe I can. Maybe I'm not too bad at strategy games. And then really reading the review of it in the Retro Gamer. The game is noticeably much easier than the Game Boy Advance originals.
Amazing.
It's like, darn.
You tried to feel good about yourself.
I think where the easy factor comes in is that they've significantly shrunk down the tutorial. The tutorial is only 3 levels.
Why is there an ominous shadow on the floor?
Yeah, I'll be curious about that.
Oh, it's
the bird.
Yeah.
Fish with wings. The tutorial is only 3 levels long, and I thought, wait, that doesn't cover everything. The tutorial, I remember the Game Boy Advance game, was absolutely massive. But no, what they've done is they've got, like, in levels, they've tutorialized a lot of the later levels. When you first get to a point where you've got cruiser ships, for instance, which is like in mission 8 or 9 sort of thing, there's an option for Nell to explain cruiser ships to you. And the explanation in having you demonstrate it puts the cruiser ship in the best position to take out an enemy ship at the start, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, you get a slight guide at the start of any levels when a new thing is introduced to basically win, have a early advantage. But, then you have to figure the rest out as you play through the level.
You still have to think.
Yeah. Haven't got to it yet, but YouTube recommendations has assured me that there's this old man character, and he's just got one of the best themes in the game. Because it's like a combination of electro swing, jazz music, and the Game Boy Advance sound effects.
That sounds amazing.
And as well as any sort of dialogue makes it sound like it's coming out from an old radio.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, you would like the music in particular. It's definitely your kind of style.
Oh, they've just got jars of
Ribena!
Yeah.
This is how Ribena is? Ribena tastes delicious. Why is it vomiting out of these statues?
Jump. Jump. Jump.
You've also got a bit of a climb up on the mushrooms as well. So it's like there's a ledge, it's just an invisible ledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. There's a small little thing which is a nice little bit of variety. All the troops aren't the exact same sort of thing. You can see slight differences in like skin colours. Some are like male or female, whereas before they're all the exact same troop in like when you send out an infantry unit sort of thing. And now there's just got random variety.
We have cured the river of its Ribenaism. Oh my god.
Oh no, we made it worse. No tainted limeade.
Oh no, it's normal water.
Okay.
We're using Mountain Dew to get rid of Ribena.
We replaced. Don't worry, I fixed your river. You just replaced it with Mountain Dew. This is significantly worse.
Oh, that's a person.
Is that going to be a boss battle?
Well, it's a statue of a person, I suppose. But it's person shaped.
Welcome to the boss battle. You hiding out in this statue's crotch? Yes, I guess. Never really thought of it that way. It's just easy to get
to... you've just made it weird.
Let's fight somewhere else. I'm gonna get out of here. Admittedly, I had completely forgotten about Umi as well. I haven't given up hunting down some treasure either. There's treasure here?
He thinks there's treasure.
I don't know. I love the way that waterfall looks.
I was kind of hoping that
it would take you down rather than trying to drown you. There was actually a level in one of the dungeons in Twilight Princess. There's a bit where I'm pretty sure it's like you do the waterway thing and then you just slide down the entire thing.
It sounds like so much fun.
Pretty sure, yeah. I can't remember because I watched Takuai's playthrough of that, and it was a long time ago. But I have seen everything in Twilight Princess as a result of her playthrough.
I got bored.
The Twilight Princess, when I did it for the Wii Wonders, it was better than I was remembering it to be.
Yeah.
Like, the character and the story was a lot stronger.
Oh, no, like the character...
I guess I had, like, an opposite... And, like, the sword combat you get, actual sword play feels so much more involved because of the sword skills you learn from Hero's Shade. Interesting enough, the Twilight Princess manga, because they didn't release a manga around the time, it was the only one of the Legend of Zeldas since Ocarina of Time not to get itself a manga adaptation. But they eventually fixed that when they did the Twilight Princess HD and released the Twilight Princess manga for it. Yeah. But the Twilight Princess manga actually has a much heavier emphasis on Hero's Shade.
Yeah.
And actually has him turn up during the final battle sort of thing. Or as people said, he turned up just to go, "Hey, Ganondorf, like, you! Yeah, sup."
Hello, Ganondorf.
I just came to watch you die.
Okay.
Okay, I was about to say, oh gosh, is this meant to happen? This looks like a boss battle area.
Just a bit. Flowers.
There's actually something to mention about the Otaku Ice, actually, in a second. I'm going to first try out
That's right, we're calling you out!
Yeah, just going to first try out this pure ginger tea. I mean, I guess it is a call-out sort of thing. Because this is, well, I mean, it's kind of funny. Weird, but funny. Okay, pure ginger. It's been smelling more of ginger the more longer I've let it brewed. Brewed it for 5 minutes, or like roughly. I brewed it for the medium time on my sand timer. Funny enough, sand timers don't tell me the minutes.
Oh, that is vaporized a skull.
Okay! I was about to say, there's no ginger here, as I first have it slip through my lips, and then suddenly the back of my throat is like, hey, there's ginger! Not actually as strong as I was expecting. Like, I was expecting it to be sort of like, you know, like with the triple cinnamon I had, where I was like on the floor catonic from the amount of cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
But no, this is actually, it's strong ginger, but, you know, has that like slight pleasant burning sensation to the back of the throat. Yeah, just kind of tastes like ginger beer, but without the fizz to it.
Hey.
There's a tasteless like start to it as it touches your tongue, but then ginger has always been a flavour that hits the back of the throat rather than the front.
Constellation.
Mm.
In a tree.
It's very nice. Very nice.
In a cave. In a cave.
Wait. I'm not gonna like guzzle it down, sort of thing. I'm gonna wait to see how it differs as it cools down a bit.
Monkey.
Well, that's surprising. First time.
It's the third monkey.
That was quick. I was expecting him to, you know, stretch that out. So another flower power.
Seems that way.
Your new painting thing, gun. Wait, that's not got anything to do with flowers. You would shoot a flower over, I guess.
Mood.
Oh, did he just... Oh, he just teleported. Okay. Amaterasu! Origin of all days, good and mother to us all!
God, why did I...
I, Souldin, the last of the triumph of Hanagami Flora Gods! You remember us, right, Mum?
There were 3 of you.
Have humbly awaited your glorious return for 100 years! You went out to get the milk and never came back! Look, you know me well enough. I didn't go out to get milk.
I got hammered and then slept for 100 years.
May the fresh spring growth bloom from your snow-white form! Oh, I kind of ironic that snow-white form, sun goddess. Bring new life to the land that suffers under evil!
I mean, is it ironic because the true colour of light is white?
I guess.
Because when all the colours mix, it's white.
I just think to make brown.
No, in the light spectrum.
Oh.
Light spectrum's different to the
Paint spectrum.
paint colour spectrum. For
The
example,
third and final god of flora.
in the light spectrum, yellow isn't a primary colour, green is.
Interesting that they went with monkey for
I think
flower gods. He's the god that can make vines do his bidding.
Okay.
One folktale tells us how Susugami used that power to tie vines to his body so that he could fly through the air.
You sure he's just not into BDSM?
I'm not sure he was using it for that purpose. I think there might be a misinterpretation.
Look, these kids have a lot of mummy issues. She wasn't present.
Try make a vine sprout right out of it. Okay.
How? What do I draw?
Draw a line to your body.
Oh, yeah, it's like it pulls you to it.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, it's like a graphic.
Perfect! Wow, it sure is handy to have a god around. You can draw out vines when the Konohama blossom is open. Let's look around and see if any of us are blooming. Oh.
Thanks, camera.
Yeah, I won't be doing that any further. I'll be messing with you every other point.
Just skip straight to that one.
Just yats you into the wall, just splat.
And just go straight up there. That's very clearly a perfectly valid straight line.
Yep.
Are there any others?
No.
How is there a constellation in it?
There's a ceiling!
These skies are whack, man.
Oh hey, the Duckadoodle's gift art just popped up on screen.
Yeah.
On the screensaver. I mean, it blocks out literally everything.
Wait, is there no boss in this dungeon?
Maybe it's on the head, which is, at least appreciated that, we weren't fighting inside the statue's crotch.
The penis schema.
Your first boss, Mara! No, please, no. Where was I? Ah, yes, the,
Oh my god.
Otaku-Eyes. Before the Otaku-Eyes returned, which so far she's primarily been doing the animation stuff. I believe she is going to do some video game stuff later down the road, but before she returned, though, I think it was 2 months before she returned, she did a community post sort of mentioning a video she was a part of from a friend of hers called Pancake. Or Pancakes. Not to be confused with the ISI commission for a lot of artwork, Little Pancakes 94, who did the Nanka redesign. But YouTuber Pancake. And the video that Otaku-Eyes was involved in, and thus I ended up watching, was just a video of her and two of her friends, one of them of course being Pancake, discussing waifus. And I was thinking as I went to comments I don't know if I feel comfortable discussing my waifus online like this sort of thing. I mean, some of them might be weird. Almost immediately first person, so Isabel?
Yeah.
You mean the small dog? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well now I'm feeling much more comfortable. I'm not going to get weird on this, I don't think.
I'm out of ink. I'm just dog now.
Oh no, well, that's not a bad thing. Doesn't even take long for the ink to recover.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to.
I mean, you could examine. Oh, you gotta attach those onto it. Okay.
Yeah, I knew what I was doing. And we have revealed.
Yeah, it was a fun discussion. Certainly was nice to see Dead or Alive pop up into the conversation.
Well, this room's not creepy at all. I can't. Oh my god!
Oh gosh, lots of them! Oh gosh, they were alive!
You think I care? They're giving me money. Ammy's been drinking a bit. There we go. Those monkeys brought back bad memories.
Trying to think of...
Oh my god, it's actually lagging with the amount of money.
Yeah, one of them definitely proved their thorough credentials, because both Crystal and Isabel got talked about.
Yeah, what shark?
Eventually, Legend of Zelda came up in the conversation, which was unsurprisingly Otaku-Eyes sort of thing.
Yeah. I assume it was Midna.
I believe Midna did get talked about a bit. Lana got mentioned from Hyrule Warriors, which she does have a very cute design.
You know what? Respect for bringing up
I think,
less common choice.
with the, Skyward Sword Zelda did get brought up, but like, you know, it seems like a very, let me say, I guess, not to be rude to people, but a very normie thing for people to bring up in waifus, just Breath of the Wild Zelda sort of thing. Yeah. Like, there's like I was in a conversation with another artist, well, a writer that I'm friends with on Discord, and he also brought up waifus like the Zelda series, Breath of the Wild Zelda. It's like, really, none of the others. This feels like the generic choice, you know?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. They vomited money at me. Well, this looks like a boss fight.
Yeah, this looks like a boss fight. We really gonna go in there?
Yes.
Really? Are you serious? I'm getting a real bad vibe. What's beyond this door? You sure we're ready? Maybe we should go back outside.
It just transitions to the Rule 34 page.
Are you ready?
Yeah!
Well, funny enough, I was going to mention how I had that commission the request thing from I can't remember his name. That one artist who does all the Ashley drawings.
Yeah.
On DeviantArt sort of thing, and that my request ended up, you know, Ashley from Resident Evil, Ashley Graham, and my requested thing ended up more mature than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I was thinking more of a haha comical thing. I was thinking like I can make a comment about you know, because this is a Capcom making game, but it's like I'm not sure it's like properly age appropriate having that pop up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But yeah,
spiders. What?
Yeah, Pancake ended up getting really into... Well, I'm not sure about the mainline Dead or Alive, but he really got into Dead or Alive Extreme 3, Venus Vacation. So, Dead or Alive characters end up coming into conversation.
Dog butt. Did I do this? Did I get this far?
Once again, a bit more of a very modern style normie response of Hanoka from him.
Yeah.
You know, flagship girl of like the...
Look, if we're talking best waifus in DOA, you've got to mention Bats.
Well, he is the one the kids gravitated towards when...
I think I did get this
playing
far.
It. Both the Little Abyss and the Little Sunshine, when trying to pick a character playing Dead or Alive, both chose Bass. So... Apparently he's just got a natural appeal to him.
He does. Listen, have you not noticed the eyeballs?
Hey, is that a dog down there? Dog with clothes. And Ammy in action!
She's like, I'm eating him first!
She sobered up for a second. Whoa!
God,
that's awesome!
She did a backflip in the air?
Wow! Once she sobers up, she's amazing!
Or once she's drunk enough.
Yeah, once she goes back to drinking. That's amazing, we'll take care of it next time!
The vodka just kicked in hard there.
Also, can I, jump out of the teeth for a second? This is a very dangerous place to be. Oh, it's cool. The vines are trying to replicate a roach sort of thing. Are you that dog that has been sniffing about? I will not allow you to ruin my master's triumphant return.
You are a flower, good sir. Oh, no, that's a bit more than a flower. You're a spider woman with a flower butt.
Sticking your nose where it does not belong will get you killed. Hey, look, there's Lopmon over there.
Now, if we're talking about odd choices... I'm not saying I would, but I'm not saying I would.
It's like Killer Instinct. They introduced the
not.
Ghost Girl sort of thing. It begins with H sort of thing.
Yeah.
And they specifically made her more horror-esque sort of thing. Try not to go with the... make her sexy in any way sort of thing. Actually made her look like a monster. And yet people were still like, man, waifu here! Top tier material! People adored her.
Listen, don't...
Well now, the beast can speak!
Actually, the little bug...
Actually, that's the cricket. Very well then, I shall send you back to where you came from. Well, you got a good arm to throw it to the sun.
What? Is that meant to
Do you
be
even
web?
know what you are? Are you a plant? Are you a spider? Are you worms?
Can I just bomb her? I know how you do this fight, but... No, she does not care about bombs.
No.
Oh my god, that's gross.
Certainly, is a strange design choice.
It's just the way it's stylized. It's
Yeah,
weird.
in a weird case, though, after watching these videos, I ended up in a conversation with the writer I mentioned, he actually ended up writing me a story sort of thing.
Can I just...
Ended up in a conversation with, which somehow also ended up in the topic of waifu sort of thing. Because he was like commissioning artwork sort of thing. It's like, oh, you know, what characters are you playing sort of thing. You know.
Oh god, when I run out of ink, my weapon deactivates as well.
Ooh, not good. And I just asked it, you know, as like a general question. I'm going to get 1 or 2 responses here. And he just gave me a list.
Damn.
Separated by series. Going through, I was like, okay, so most of the cast of Bleach here, apparently. But I said, it was, you know, a lot of people are really like Breath of the Wild Zelda, and it's like, that seems a very generic response.
It is.
I mean, in the conversation in Taco Aso with Pancake, you know, a character she said was like, they didn't delve much on them, but it feels like, is an interesting to describe as like, she described them as the waifus most people have sort of thing, you know, like the base waifus of like, and labelled Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina amongst that.
Okay.
It's like, I guess to a degree, if you're a Nintendo fan, I guess, if not, you know, one of them at least will probably enter in someone's waifu category.
Yeah. Almost guaranteed.
Yeah.
If you play Nintendo games, one of them will pop up.
Yeah. Really like the idea behind taking on this boss, using the sort of vine mechanic sort of thing.
Well...
Also, man, video games really don't like people's eyes. So
No.
many character games, it's like, how to defeat them? Just like, rip their eyeballs out. It's like, I know, yeah, that is a very effective strategy. I too would be defeated if my eyeballs were ripped out, but it's unpleasant to imagine.
Lady, can you stop jumping for a sec so I can...
Oh no, her ultimate power.
Thank God I pressed that button to freeze time.
Clever thinking, actually. Funny enough, just going slightly off, there was actually a scene in Ruby, which, if for anyone who hasn't watched the Street Fighter 6 Souldin stuff, it'll have been uploaded by now. I really got into watching Ruby. Just finished Volume 6 at this time. Taking my time to get around to watching Volume 7. I've got a lot of work to do, namely in the editing and such, so I didn't want to distract myself with a show where I'm thinking, I want to see what happens next. But there's actually a scene where...
How did I draw a bomb?
Ruby's trying to use her silver eye powers to defeat the sort of like big bad of the episode sort of thing. And she panics. And can't activate the powers in time. And so she calls this genie that they've got a hold of. Which, when the genie's activated, stops time. You're supposed to ask him a question, but she simply just called the genie just to do the time stopping to give her time to think.
Yeah.
So when she's like, I don't actually have a question, the genie's like, I know. That was very clever, but don't you dare do that again. But it was like, that was real smart to just go, wait, we've got a time stopping genie that, you know, will activate if I ask it a question. But I don't have to ask it a question, do I? I can just call out its name to activate it. So she did, and after it's like, yeah, I'm not, unless you have a question for me, I'm not coming out again. But
And thus Amaterasu
that was smart, so fair play to you. You're doing that once.
was able to traverse the vine-covered ruins and defeat the devious Spider Queen working within. The ugly arachnid's body had been turned
She wasn't that
into
ugly.
a... Well, guess we'll never know.
You know, there's some appeal there.
And the feeling of
Tranquility
yeah.
reigned throughout the ruins.
Yeah, you can actually speak English.
Inside the hearty blossom was discovered a tiny and defenseless dog.
It's about the same size as Amaterasu.
The dog turns out to it was with the queen for too long. Turns out it's just spiders now.
The
We
dog,
found your dog.
the dog was actually the villain.
It peed inside the flower and it corrupted it.
Just when everything had begun to settle down, snarling beast, a weapon long sealed away by the Spider Queen's magic, appeared before Amaterasu's eyes. Pointy.
It's just a sharp version.
Let it rip!
Snarling beast.
Reflector marked with a beastly seal. Grants ink bullet power.
We
Oh,
can
Amaterasu did get a gun.
Yeah.
The Spider Queen was hiding a sacred weapon. Tricky old bag. Maybe we'll get more weapons if we defeat some other monsters. Anyway, I can't wait to see what this one does. Look at that, Ammy! The dog's just sleeping!
Why have you got like a
sunburn?
Goku-gi?
Wonder if you see me! You know, the dog the kid was looking for!
Is it a Super Saiyan?
Oh, God. It's just one of those Goku Cunt Rhymes memes sort of thing. Goku appears to take on Orochi!
Well, let's be honest, Goku and Amaterasu would get along.
Yeah.
Amaterasu clearly doesn't like people that use lots of words. How do you do that?
that was a funny one. There's this person who's doing this guessing game sort of thing. And did like a YouTube show on it. And like he'd have a character appear in his head and he'd have to like find either someone who's smarter than, or someone who's dumber than, or someone who could beat, or stuff like that sort of thing. He did it, and he got Goku on his head, and he's like, oh god, no, it was like, he got Luffy on his head, he's like, oh god, the only option I've got left is to get Goku. And like, he was at this for several minutes before he decided to just narrow it down to just Dragon Ball characters in the randomization, because he said, I'm never gonna get him otherwise. Give me back my key, I gotta go save Umi, quick! Don't worry, found your dog. That's not Umi. Oh.
I like how they just
Umi, is that you?
accept their fate.
Are you okay? You don't need your dog anymore, yuck! What's wrong, Umi? About your dog, kid. He was deep within the ruins and he didn't seem to want to leave. Really? How come, Umi? You mad at me for running away without you? You got it all wrong, kid. You only think you left your dog behind. Truth is, he decided to stay at the ruins himself. He did? Yeah, I totally prefer the Spider Queen. Too bad she's dead now.
I was gonna have sweet dog spider baby blood thing. I don't know what they would have been actually.
Some sort of monstrosity. But I was
probably with like 20 eyes.
Look at it this way. There's not much separating a boy from a man. They grow up before you know it and accomplish great things. I see. So I guess you knew everything, Umi. Like how my dad told me to go fix the bridge destroyed by the storm. And how I tried to get out of it because I was scared of failing. But your fearless adventure has changed me. You've given me the courage to stop shirking responsibility. Kid builds the bridge, people try to cross it and immediately die.
What the sweet...
My dad's fishing pole! I lost that in the forest some time ago.
Why do the fishing poles just look like giant stabbing sticks? Maybe you should have stuck with the mint tea.
No, I just started joking, that's all.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
It was very nice, the ginger tea.
It was nice. Gives the same energy as that clip from that swimming show. He's like, so, how did you like my swimming? Anyway, we should probably wrap this episode up.
Yes.
So, like, comment, subscribe to watch us die as we try crossing the bridge.
Cheerio, everyone!